Amy came up with the idea, and it's our staff who grabbed that idea and ran with it. Usually, the non-for-profit organizations do not last more than 3 years because it takes a lot of hard work, dedications. Lynette and Laurie took the lead, and everybody supported them. And today we are here on the 6th year. I want to share you the story that how caring our staff are. I was seeing a patient who was not able to get the care in the VA system, came to our office and has lung cancer with cancer in the brain. So we arranged for radiation, and then I always ask the patients, what do you eat, do you sleep good, basic things that we all need. And I said, do you have good appetite? He said, yes. I said, do you eat? He said, no. I said, well, why you don't eat? Because my patient many times don't eat for different reason. He pulled his stuff from the wallet and showed his social security, which was $800 some. He said, I don't have any home. I'm sorry. I don't have any home. I live in an apartment. After I pay my rent, what is left is not good enough to eat. I have been told that you need to eat fruits and vegetables. When I go to the grocery store, I turn the face away from the fruits and vegetables because if I eat fruits and vegetables, I will stay hungry. He served the country in the Vietnam veteran. So the staff from Blesie, Amy and Carson, you'll be happy to hear that, gave a Hy-Vee card, grocery card. So next time when he came, he was in tears. And we were saying that, you serve our country, you don't deserve to die without food. So those are the stories that goes on and on. In many ways, I am very lucky, very blessed to be able to do what we do. Why the patient comes to our office? We don't have a big building, we don't have fancy MRI. We are truthful, honest, do our best. There is no shortage on that. Absolutely, there is no shortage on that. Last year, you heard the story from Jake. Jake's mom wrote a recommendation letter in Cleveland Clinic. I did not know that in the healthcare system, somebody is thinking that we have lost the lack of empathy. We have lost keeping the patient first. So we went there, Becky and me went there. So my God, it's almost 5,000 or something, my estimate. People across the world came there. I'm talking about how good this community people are here, how good they are. That's the story. So we were one of the 5 finalists, and they had a big screen. They're showing the stories, and I was totally humble. My head went down on the ground because who were the other 4 finalists? Harvard, MD Anderson, Cleveland Clinic, National Cancer Institute Pediatric Department. Along with that is Ghosh Center, and who made that happen is the people like you. We talked about that we want to provide evidence-based care. One of the evidence is that if you make a shared decision, people live longer. I'm talking about incurable cancer. It's published. I hope I'm wrong, but I know shared decision is not being made most of the time. We also know that if you address patients' symptoms right away, they live longer. I'm talking about stage 4 cancer. The staff that works with me, they give their heart and soul to take care of the patients as they receive the call. We also know how the financial burden is on the care things. So Blesie Tree helps on that. And some of the things that Blesie Tree does, the staff does, is really heart-touching. Little things, but the power of that is just mind-boggling. And they do everything. Believe me or not, I don't do anything on those. So I'm not any part of that. It's them. Becky is not here today, who is in pharmacy, dispensary. In my mind, the healthcare system is not a healthcare system. If the people cannot afford to get their medicine, what kind of healthcare is that? Is it the healthcare for the well-off, rich people? So this staff just don't complain. They try to do their best. Blesie Tree, APG Foundation, which is surviving on 14th year, and Becky has got $7 million of assistance to our patients. So all those things, if you place together, people live longer. So we got, I asked Mount Mercy team, and Malia is here, Professor Lee. I said, could you look into our data? What is happening in our stage 4 cancer patients? So we had 106 patients. We looked, our data is stage 4. I want to make sure, stage 4 cancer. At 5 years, our survival is almost 5 times than the national data. SEER data. So people say, how did that happen? I said, because of my accent and my color. No. We have published the data. How people could live longer. We don't follow that because what this staff does not get charged for it. It comes from their heart and the soul. So thank you. Thank you for coming, and thanks to all of you for being here.